Alright guys, it's Ghost and we're back with more Satisfactory! So last time, we set up our Caterium mining operation. We got some of our stuff set up on the cliffside over there. We got oil starting to be set up. So today, we gotta kind of integrate everything. Also, I think... No, we don't have any more hard drives. But, I think we have the opportunity to make the... we have the ability to make high-speed connectors. So we can go unlock another pod and hopefully start getting some more alternate recipes going. Our first goal today is to get the heavy modular frame sent off, but that will be probably a little delayed because we gotta wait for the pod to come back. Oh my god, my inventory's a mess. Alright, let's get the adventuring supplies back in the box. Oh yeah, and we did just unlock the ability to do the... what do you call it? The sorter pipes. So what we're going to be doing today, I want to get our Caterium hooked up as far as getting it into the storage systems. Oh my god, are we full on stuff? I think we're full on pipes again. Right, if we're full on pipes, let me make sure that none of these things are running overclocked. Actually, we have underclocked this set. Alright, that's fine. I don't mind that we filled up on a particular material, because, that is... Oh, wow, we filled up on rotors, apparently, too? No, those are rotors waiting for the upper factory, which we don't have producing stuff yet. Right. Alright, so, today we need to revamp our input-output system over here, so that way we can handle the upper factory and everything else. So we're going to replace this splitter with a... Whoa! Okay, just launch me over here. A smart splitter. And... yeah. Now, is that actually... Wow, those power plants are consuming just about as fast as we're piping it out. But luckily, we've got the two trucks working, so it does seem to have increased our coal input. Alright. Turn off conveyor belt Mark III. Delete this splitter. Alright, now we're going to put our smart splitter here. Organization, smart splitter. No, logistics. Because we want our Caterium to be sent to the Caterium storage, not into the rest of the machines. Can we get a straight line thing helping me? That's good enough. Alright, can we put the conveyor belt that steep? Yes, we can. Alright, so, to the left, we want our coal. To the right, we want coal. And to the center, we want... Actually, should I do this with two things? Because I could do a three-way splitter for the coal. So one part will go up there, one part will go that way, and one part will go that way. And then this will just split the coal and Caterium. I think that actually might be a better idea. Alright. Whoop! Okay, those tier 3s just throw you. Alright, then we'll have a normal splitter. Kinda up here. Alright. So, the right output is going to get the coal. The left output is going to get the Caterium wire, because we're producing it to quick wire. The center output, we'll mark that as coal for right now, but we're not actually... Yeah, why not? Because we need to keep the power plants going, so... And then tier 3... Of course, it's too steep. Smart splitter, moving it more down here. There we go. And then we'll have a splitter here so we can have our split off to the upper factory floors. Maybe we'll go this way to the upper factories. Yeah, probably. Use the real good conveyor belts, because these are going to be high load. We need coal to the right, coal to the center, quick wire to the left. Aren't you, splitting any coal that way, too? Okay, so apparently the smart splitter is actually a dumb splitter and can only go one direction. Fine, then. We'll play that game. Center output will be coal. Left output will be quick wire. One, two, three. Alright, so we'll figure out something for wrapping the coal up to the top. So we'll need a conveyor pole up here to accept it. Maybe actually over here. Kind of like to put it up here. But we're going to need to get a spiraling up conveyor belt going before we get that going. Alright, things seem to be flowing better now. We're almost going to need... What is... Oh, we don't have the ability to make tier 4 conveyor belts yet. We are really consuming a lot of coal in our power plants. I guess we do have them all overclocked, so, I mean, it's not a huge surprise. Alright. We should have the ability to make our oil... Ah, I need to get that stuff transferring. Aha! That's what we need to do. We need the smart splitter to have the right output be raw crude oil. Because we're going to have to hook that up as well, and then that's going to go up to our refineries and stuff up top. Which means we are going to need to refuel trucks here, because the trucks aren't going to be running on just plain raw fuel. Alright, so let's get this set up. So we're going to need another conveyor splitter. I'm trying to get it set up on this hilltop. Splitter is just having problems. I think if we had some foundations here, we might be better off. I don't know what I need to do. Alright, for right now... Wow, that actually let me do that. It looks so bad. There we go, and then we can have this come over to here. We're gonna need a tier 3 belt. And then this one. Get a tier 3 belt here. Alright. At least we have the hook-in set up for there, and so what then I can do is I can do a coal split, maybe utilizing this rock, because I think that'd be kind of cool. Have like a conveyor pole here. There we go. That's a good way to make a U-turn. Sort of. Still got a lot of stuff going to the power plant, but it works. But so now we're filling up the fuel tank. Oop, don't dismantle. So that way, when trucks come by, we can give them some coal back into them to drive, because some of them are going to be needing it. It's probably not the best fuel for the trucks, but it's a start. Alright, so now, we need a truck station. I didn't need to do that. We need a truck station. We do not have the capacity to make the big trucks yet, but we will upgrade to that. And I think, honestly, that's all we need to make. So we need 10 modular frames, 5 rotors, and cables. We actually have all of that, so that is actually good. Alright, let's see what we can do. Need to get some healing. Actually, I have 13 healing nuts. I think that might be enough. This should be enough to set up whatever I need over there. Actually, do I have concrete? I've got 300 concrete. That should be enough to make our bridge. Alright, this stuff is consuming the coal much faster. Did we ever end up overclocking any of this? 'Cause I'm really hoping we didn't. I think we might have overclocked some of these things. I mean, we could definitely use some overclocking here, because this thing's putting 30 a minute out, and this is only putting 15 a minute out. And we do need those pipes. The fuck are you... What are you doing here? Why are you... Where... What? What? How did it even get back here? Did it ramp itself up on one of the conveyor ramps or something? Yeah, so that smelter isn't even working at full efficiency. It's actually getting backed up. Huh. These other ones consuming the full 30 a minute? Yeah, those two produce 30 a minute, so that's why we're short on pipes for everything we need. Let me go get 2 overclockers and get that thing running at full speed. Because we do need some pipe production going. Alright, we need 2 overclockers. Bring that thing to 200% production speed. We'll go set up our oil transport pipes. Still wish we could have rode that space elevator. So it goes from 4 to 12. So it triples the cost to double the speed, which isn't actually that bad. And judging by our power system, we are still well within acceptable limits. And now we have our steel pipe production much, much better. Considering we're splitting some of those steel pipes off to go up into the upper factory and things, it's a good thing we've got this going. Alright, let's create ourselves a new truck. Get ourselves a stack of coal fuel. Nothing to take. Nothing to see here. Okay, so new plan. We're going to route these trucks around over here. Is that a deposit of something? We have another... Wow, we have so much limestone. We have no need for remotely anywhere near this much limestone, but we have a lot of limestone. Alright, now we have a little bit better area here to move the trucks through. Just store this random biomass in here, because that seems to be what I've been doing. Alright. Completed that drop pod over there. What I might want to do is, let's double this ramp so we have an up ramp and a down ramp. Get this thing out of the away. Alright, foundations. Ramp. Okay, foundations. Oop. Now we put the ramps on. There we go. Just fill in this hole so our trucks don't get stuck on it. There we go. We gotta clean this bridge off. So that way we can actually see where we're driving. We don't want to put any issues with the trucks being able to move through here, because if they bounce off the bridge, I lose them. And there's a crashed ship down there, which we should probably explore sometime. And that whole river valley thing. And that slug that's underneath the pillar. We need to explore this stuff. Someday I'm going to get another big exploration episode with Loki where we go across the oil lake and up the cliffside on the other end. That'll be a fun one. Oop, a little bit of lag here. There we go. Let's get rid of this tree. Alright. That should work. Wow, we have a lot of terrain issues here. We need to smooth these out. That way the trucks don't have issues getting up or down. Let's see, anything else is iffy right here. To make sure our transport chain is unbroken and without issue. Let's go with the big ramps. Alright. Oh, is that another bump we're going to have to deal with? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Ooh, and it gets real narrow right there. Okay. Here's the plan. We're gonna need more cement. There we go. Give ourselves a little bit more wiggle room off the edge here. Oh, you can really build far away with this stuff. There we go. smooth this bridge right off. Yeah, we're gonna need way more cement. Luckily, we have a ridiculously huge surplus of it, so that is fine. You know, I just thought of what I could do for those things that are split off on the side. I can put a storehouse up top on that hill, and it can just start storing the extra up there. And then I can just feed from the storehouse later when I need to get more material. And get production up. So actually, I'm going to go do that. Alright, first, 300 more concrete. I'll probably get 400 just to be safe. I think this is concrete. Wow. Shows you how many times I've been over here when I know which one the concrete one is. Get some more biofuel into the biofuel line. Nope. To make an easy way up here. Then we'll put our copper. Just this thing's all backed up, so it probably won't be able to accept any. So down here seems to be chugging along pretty. No. Wish there was an easy way to add things to a conveyor belt system. But there is not. Whatever, I'll dump it in my dump chest. Oh, I had more concrete over here. Well, why don't we pop off that stack. And that one as well while we're here. Alright. Storage units up on top of the hill so that these conveyor belts will stop being frozen. And then we should be good to go. There we go. Now when it's overloaded, it can flow down this other side. Cool. Now that'll keep production from backing up. The rotor... The rotor one's fine, because it's got a shunt earlier in the system. Alright. Yeah, I can't wait to turn all of this up in here to factory. Be nice. Alright, onward to Bouncy Lake. Still that cave. Let's see crude oil. Only one oil deposit over by this lake? Wow. Yeah, that's the nearest oil. We're gonna have to smooth this off. Go. And then down like that. Didn't even notice this copper ore node here. So it doesn't look like these nodes get picked up on the scanner, so I might randomly find some, like, sulfur and other cool things just sitting around. Alright, more foundations. So we got kind of like a river bridge going on underneath this thing, even though it's magically going into our foundation. Alright, that should be enough that the trucks at least don't go flipping around and anything. So now we're probably going to have to cut through some of here to make our bridge. Go. Now the question is, do we want to risk the trucks driving over water? I'm thinking no, and that the truck station should go here on this side of the bank, but I'll run a power line over here. Get rid of these trees here. Nothing for the trucks to run into. These are good. They can chop. That apparently is not choppable. So hopefully it doesn't have any collision issues. Weird. Alright, that should be enough. Definitely gonna have lots of biofuel when this is all said and done. So actually, this truck is on the wrong side. That's a really big rock right there. Oh, hey, look! More Caterium ore. Huh. Just randomly, like, we were definitely gonna eventually stumble upon it. Alright, well, I'm going to remove the bouncy lake one. And swim across and hopefully not get attacked by the bees. Oh, I'm so really curious what's up on top of that mountain, though. Oh, I almost thought that that branch thing went up there, because I was like, oh, we can just take that branch over. Where'd the bees go? They changed their spawn location? Looks like they may have changed the terrain over here a little bit between... there was an update patch. But it was mostly just bug fixes, but, I guess the bug that they fixed was the bees! Oh, there is a slug over in that rock pile. Yeah, they got rid of the bees over here. Not that I'm terribly complaining. Is that a second oil pool? They added more oil! Crap, are there more oil pools over here that we just didn't know about? Because if I scan for oil... it gives me 2 pings. Oh, cool. That will double our oil production. Oh, right, because this was all on biofuel. Right, we don't actually have any way of powering things over here. Alright, well... I can provide it with some more biofuel. At least we get a whole bunch of biomass here. My god, this takes forever. I don't think we actually decreased the number of stacks we have either. There we go, this is decreasing stacks. I was just going to decrease these biomass generators, but I feel like we do need... Or actually, did they fill up? Is that our issue? Because there are barrels on the conveyor belt, so did they fill this thing up? Oh, those only stack to 100. Oh. Alright, so we're going to have to... be working on that. And the wood. She converts so effectively into biofuel that we can't transform all the wood into it immediately. When I have 3 stacks... Actually, no, I have 3 stacks and 3 machines, so this will work. Huh, apparently there still was some biofuel sitting here. Alright, well this oil refinery honestly doesn't need to work here anymore. That means we don't need this splitter. So what is this thing producing? Is this one of the Mark IIs? No, that's 120 a minute off of a normal node. So that's 240 a minute we can produce between these two. What does an oil pump take? We have it all. Nice. Alright, so that's going to start pumping. So we need somewhere for this to go. You know, I kind of wish I hadn't removed that bouncy lake waypoint, because now I don't know which direction I need to aim this thing. I think it's actually more that way. I think it's towards that truck. Nope, that's too far over. Ah, this fog is making this much more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, new plan. Okay, a nameless beacon is where I'll drive the foundations from over here. But yeah, we'll have to run a power line all the way out here because I don't want to have to make a oil... well, I don't have the ability to make an oil power plant just yet. Alright. So I can see them from the other side of the lake. The fog just is one way. It's like one-way mirrors. Or two-way mirrors. Just one-way fog. Alright, so... just walk the foundations across. A long conveyor belt. Oh, look how beautifully that one went, though. Alright, so we'll put a conveyor pole here. Now the question is... See, those are both producing 120 a minute, so tier 3s will work fine on this. No reason to have... Yeah, so we'll just have a conveyor merger here. And tier 3 belts as far out as we can have them. I think I brought a bunch of those steel plates. Damn, this is a long conveyor belt, but it's either that or risking the trucks and having to run foundations across the lake more, so... And those trucks do have a habit of turning when they shouldn't, so... Alright, then up here, we'll build our truck station. Put the loading and unloading on this side. I love how these drop legs to make it smooth off. That is so nice. And then a tier 3 conveyor belt goes in here. Holy crap, that is really fast to get over here. And then we're going to need to run power lines. We're going to need a power pole on... we'll put it back here more. That way the trucks don't run into it. And this will run power from our main base back a ways. See where the line limit... Oop. That seems to be the length of the line limit. I do like how you can use the automatically making a power pole at the end to see where the limit of a power pole is. Rid of these biomass burners. And connect those power lines into there. So now, we just need a tier 3 conveyor belt. Emptying that out. You know what? It would be more efficient, I think, to have the conveyor... Oh, this is, I think, a conveyor merger already? Yeah. Oh, I had already planned for this. Somehow. Oh, no, because that was from when I was having 2 different products being made here at the same time. Yeah. Really? That conveyor belt is too steep. Sometimes these things just get a little annoying on what it thinks a conveyor belt can handle. There we go. So that'll empty out those 2, but once we get the line connected, it'll continue. What's the issue here? Oh, there's so much faster way to get back. Whoop. Am I sticking inputs into the outputs? Hold on. Oh, I never specified if this station is a loading or unloading station. No? Oh, it doesn't have power, so it's not able to do anything right now. Okay, fine. Alright, let's run some power lines. All the way back to main base. It's a hell of a power line system. Hopefully they never add a penalty for having a really, really long power line. Otherwise, this is going to run into some trouble. That's kind of where I was going to have the trucks drive. This should be able to be sitting up on the cliff and hooking into the power system. Wire's too long. Of course it is. Well, that's fine. We can just have an intermediate wire right there. There we go. Now, do we have an Yeah, we have a power pole right there, capable of hooking into this one. It hasn't shut everything down completely. Ooh, we're getting close, though. Might have to start adding some oil fuel generation into our system. Oh, look at that coal production now, though. All the coal lines are backed up, which is what I like to see. That means it's not coal limited anymore in our system. It probably will be eventually when we add the second factory level in, but for now, that should have kick-started everything back here. Let's kind of get ourselves a clear path to drive so I don't find, like, the one tree that actually has physics and run into it. There we are. Nice clear path to drive up. Right, let's dump off some of this extra biomass into this box here. All the extra biofuel that we don't need to be carrying around with us. Alright. Now, we have a crude oil split off here in our smart splitter. We do. Good. Yeah, so we can power the entire base with one truck system, which is nice. And I'm really hoping, yeah, 100 coal will last the trip out here and back. So they'll fuel themselves up back there, and then the truck should hopefully never get stuck. So I don't think the trucks can run on pure crude. And then I just have to record the route. Oh. That's why you always check to make sure your entire production line is actually working, because, yeah, I didn't have the truck station plugged in. All right. Wait, what? Loading. Where's the button? C. Come on. Right click, left click. Oh my god, we have horns. That sound like it just turned everything off. Ah, we tripped the breaker back home. Great. Just great. So for some reason this truck isn't letting me record its route, so... Change the key for messing with the vehicle path? Hold on. Options, controls. Vehicle hand... Oh my god, there's a vehicle handbrake. Did not know that. Could have sworn it was C, but none of the buttons are giving me access. I know the autopilot is not active, but I want it to be. Maybe with the whole world system down, I can't record new routes? Is that what that is? Too far from base, so it's not able to send the signal properly to start recording? Because I can start recording the other route. I wonder if the latest update broke something and you can't start new routes. I mean, I could just take a ton of conveyor belts instead of a truck system and just have a whole huge conveyor belt line out here. You know what, I might just do that. That would look kind of cool. And it'd be a real quick way to back to base from exploring over there. Yeah, I don't want to take that thing apart. Alright, which way does crude go? To the right. So for right now... Yeah, that's fine. We'll deal with it when we get there. Is this thing not able to offload all of its... Oh no, everything is dead because we need to restart everything. Easy way to fix this. Oh, now everything just turned... Why do I no longer have the reboot thing? Interesting. I think we were short one of these overclocked. Yeah, we haven't overclocked this guy, so let's overclock our power plant. Yep. Tripping the breakers. But that's fine, we're about to get oil power, so we'll be able to compensate for that. You know what, I'm just going to put those all at 200%. If it slows steel production down a little bit, so be it. $250%. And what I'll do is I'll load these in, so I don't think I have overclockers that I don't have, and then I can always just bump up these things. You know, I probably should only just put that one up to 200. We'll slowly increase these things based on when we need them. Almost had enough. Alright, at least coal production is going. I mean, we could always split this off into one more coal plant, too. Ah, the coal is flowing again. Excellent. Now let's see if I can activate the autopilot on this. Maybe the other tractor? No, it's not. Okay, so it looks like they broke the autopilot thing. Alright. Well. Because I've already designed this thing, whoa, to handle the inputs. Alright, let me go get a whole bunch of conveyor belt, because we're about to go make 6 miles of conveyor belt. This is what you get when you rely too much on one truck technology. Good, the pipes are finally starting to fill up. This thing is full. I think I have enough crude oil in my inventory to actually send off this alternate heavy modular frame blueprint, too. Which I keep forgetting to do. It's up in the upper right corner, but it's up there so often I don't even look at it. There we go. Now I'll have room to craft things. And 50 rubber. Push the button! There's that rubber cable. That's actually one we don't want to waste stuff on. So the next one is our fuel generator. Or jetpack. Jetpacks would be fun. Or gas mask. But that's going to be a while before we get that. Just a little bit. Oh, we had enough stuff in here. Oh, well. Plastic in here. Alright. Now for 10 billion power. Let's say pole take, a plate. Yeah, we got enough concrete. That's only one concrete a thing. I was worried that that was going to be a lot more expensive. Ah, I know what we can do. For right now, this is an input. So we could load this thing in and then have it, it'll just continuously spit that out. That's kind of doubling up our conveyor belt line and choking it up when we don't need to. Let's just get the massive conveyor belt system made. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm doing this, but sometimes it's the only way to get it to work. Should probably turn the truck station off so it's not wasting power, because there's no trucks coming out of it. We don't need it filling things. It's getting foggy. Oh, look at that thing collect, though. Alright. We'll just put a splitter here. And then this will be the emergency belt. Of course it doesn't work like that. Alright. Oh, was that the input? Oops. Ugh, I'm always doing that with conveyor splitters. Alright, so half of that will go this way until that thing fills up as an intermediate storage. Have to try and make this look nice, because this might be a little bit more permanent feature than I'd like. But I'm sure they'll fix the truck autopilot thing very quickly. Doesn't seem like anything that would take horrendously large amounts of work to fix. This is such a huge conveyor belt. I really do like the truck system, but when you have this much excess steel, you can just make these conveyor belts so much more cheaply. Alright, I don't really like doing this, but there is a trick that I could use here. So what we can do is we can run this belt like that, and then you just remove the pillar. And then it just flows over the gap, where it probably shouldn't. But actually, what we can do is probably just put a big old conveyor pole here. I think that would look a little nicer. For running a bridge. Much nicer. Alright, and then we're just gonna have to have a really big warehouse over here, or we'll split this off and get it to do some things next time. So for right now, we need 15 of the reinforced height things. We can make those. Yep. Quickly make 15. And we'll have a storage unit for the oil. That's too close. Just trying to put it all nice and neat, so that way it doesn't seem like it's taking up all that much space. Wow, I'm really putting that way farther to that side than I'm wanting to. I just can't stand on this conveyor belt like I usually do, because it's going to launch me a mile that way. How about that? Can we make that corner? There we go. Alright, then this thing will start filling up with crude oil, and next time we can start setting up a crude oil processing facility up over on this end, and then that can feed the stuff into a central factory over here. Look at how much oil we're producing. Whew, we're oil barons now. That is insane. Those actually look really snazzy as a, like, little bridge thing. I like that. Yeah, and then hopefully we'll be able to reprogram trucks and stuff, and then we can have that feeding in from a truck lane and then just go up top into that container that way. But for now... Holy crap, it is like a mile-long conveyor belt. That is great. Alright, we'll see you guys next time on more Satisfactory when we increase all of our factory to insane sizes, because we're going to add the oil tree in. We're still not even done with the steel automation. Still have a couple things we need to do for that. So we'll see you next time.